This filter only lets me be a man unless I do violence. So here's a woman. Just, candid lady. Watch this. That's a man if I've ever seen one. Here it comes. Just, a cute little moment. A lady. Bonk. That's a man. I don't have a mustache, but I have a Hot Pocket label. So maybe, yeah, Hot Pocket labels work. You know what also works? Violence.
Part 2 of what goes through the head of my allergen detection service dog in training.
Hello, Mother, I am here. No bag.
Time to add some spices to make this test harder.
You dumb idiot, I just told you that is bag. Yeah, like I said. Bag. That most definitely has the bag. No bag to be found. It literally says do not eat. How about bag? Ooh, that's bad. None of the bad. So that must make it the good. You seriously need help, but technically does not have the bag. All good, no bag. Sneaky and bad. Now this is good. Crap.
Just think he. Right. Well, he. Well, she, he. His pronouns are he, him. Now, are you going to respect that, or is this they, them gonna turn you into a were-was?
I've tasted friendship. I've tasted you. I've tasted dying and it's mistaken.
Rating mushrooms oinkability. Part 4.
So you're wearing my pre-transition clothes, and you have my pre-transition haircut.
I do. I found your gender in the trash can, and I stole it. It's mine!
Stained glass window, candelabras, eating my ass like a chupacabra. Show me where you pissed from. Show me where you pissed from.
Artists that use Spotify do not get fairly paid. Here's the top 5 other ways you can support your faves. Find the itch on their back that they can't quite figure out where it's coming from. Astral project into their subconscious to help them remember the lyric idea that they never wrote down like an idiot. Hack into your neighbors' computers and make their devices stream small artists' music 24 hours a day. Track down their high school bully, the one who farted really loud and smelly and blamed it on them. Go find them at their day job and fart so loud and stinky, and when everyone asks who did it, point to them with the fury of 1,000 awkward middle schoolers getting revenge, and then run. Run like the wind, kid! Buy their music on Bandcamp, too.
Repeat after me.
Okay.
Crispy, juicy, tender.
I just put my newborn son into a blender.
It's a ramp in the summer and a ski jump in the winter. You've heard of the stairway to heaven and the highway to hell? Well, let me introduce you to the concrete slide to purgatory. I'm sorry, sir, it appears you bought your ramp on wish.com. Are you trying to welcome disabled people or launch them into nearby traffic? When you copy someone else's homework and then realize you had different assignments.
This is tequila. We're going to take shots until life feels good again.
Oh God, what if when he sees me, I like him and he knows it? What if he opens up a door and I can't close it?
Okay, just because
ADHD and autism are tangoing inside the studio apartment that is my brain does not mean that they are doing it well. In fact, they are both blindfolded and their shoelaces are tied together. Like, just because I hate loud noises doesn't mean I know how to talk quietly. Just because I crave novelty doesn't mean I won't have an absolute mental break at the first change of plans. And just because I love making lists doesn't mean I will ever follow one ever.
If you're debating whether you should shave your head or not, do it. And this is coming from someone who shaved their head and hated it afterward and regretted it, okay? But even then, I don't regret the decision at all, and I'm so glad I shaved my head when I did, and I'm going to tell you why. So for context here, this is what my hair looked like before I shaved my head. And here's another photo of my hair. So I had a shag before I shaved my head, and honestly, this haircut looks stunning on me, okay? I've always gotten so many compliments on my hair, regardless of the haircut. Cause I have like really thick hair and I think it's one of my best features. And there's a couple reasons why I wanted to shave my head. Like getting rid of the damaged hair and not having to do my hair all the time. But I think the main reason I pulled the trigger and did it was because I'd heard other people talk about it being a freeing experience. Because as someone who is trans, even though I identified as non-binary in those photos, I had such a deep attachment to my hair. To the point that I knew I loved my hair, but I knew I needed to let it go. And then also, on top of all of that already, as someone who's plus size, it's so easy to use your hair as a security blanket. And I think those last two things were things I didn't want to admit to myself at the time, but nonetheless, I ended up shaving my head anyway. And I liked it for about a week or so, and then I felt like really insecure. And I really didn't like it at the time. Because I really missed that long hair. I missed the feminine things I was used to, and I missed that security blanket, and I missed the one feature I thought I had that looked good. And even growing it out, it felt so disorienting, because I still felt and looked so different. And you're probably like, Fran, you're really not selling me the experience right now. I know, give me a second. Because it really is a freeing experience. I really had to take the time to grieve for the feminine hair I had, and the one feature that I felt made me pretty. So like, of course I hated it at first. It takes a while to grieve and to let go of those things, but I had to learn how to build my confidence back up from the ground up. And I think because of that, I am the most confident version of myself that I've ever been. And it's kind of funny because I look back at the photos with me with the shag, right? And I really do think that my hair looked stunning at the time, because it did. But it just doesn't seem like me. And it really wasn't me, because I felt so confident about my hair, but I was not confident in my gender and myself, really, because I was using my hair as a security blanket. So I hope this maybe helps someone. Don't be scared to hate it, because you'll learn a new way to love yourself. Also, hair fucking grows back, so why not?
He broke his nose, his house is a broken home. There's no control, he just lets his emotions go.
Mr. Teddy Bear, are you ready to go to sleep now? There you go, Mr. Teddy Bear.
What the fuck are you?
This is an important PSA. When you have two of something, for example, let's say your name is Emily, and then you meet a friend named Emily, and you're like, oh my god, we're Emily squared. No, you're not. If you started with one of you, and you square one, that's still one. So you are already Emily squared, and cubed, and everything. The word you're looking for is times 2.
Wait, what? You're not coming to my tea party? Bethany, I made biscuits!
If somebody say something I don't like, slap. If somebody look at me a way I don't like, slap. Somebody breathe too hard around me, slap, slap. Like,
Fantastic idea! Why didn't I think of it before?
Try to relinquish the thoughts in your head. That memo not harm you, but most men will try to be sheepishly tame. Only to hurt you, I shan't take this personally. I've learned from the last few, I'll declaw my pause. 4 more mittens, I'm shamelessly trying to be tame. I'll admit I'm not like the rest, I'll be as smart as I can. No matter my identity, I'll always be viewed as a man.